Previously on Elohim Eternal the Babel Code, the party fell into a chasm in Ugarit, which led them to a really cool looking mech. In they learned about the Cainite side of the story and agreed to help look for the mana source on Mount Tsaphon in exchange for the Babel Code. They also took on a side quest that cured Naman's skin disease by using magic dirt. I just realized we've never actually been to Beoz's house, so how are we going to find his character quest? Maybe we'll get access to his house if we proceed through more story events. Red crystals. Mount Tsaphon. Blue Chris. This is the northernmost part of Idin. It's as cold as death. I have a feeling Rufia's mother is not going to survive this. Mount Tsaphon is extremely dangerous. Only Apkallu, Anakim, and some sages are allowed to climb it. We need to prepare ourselves. Maybe with those somanites we have, we can obtain better equipment in Magia. We need a climbing somanite as well. Okay. One barrier. Not cool, man. Okay, Judge Revolt. Oh, come on! We're screwed, actually. Breath of Life. Oh, that came just in time. Ugh. All-consuming. No, Judge's Revolt. This stun locking is kind of bullshit. Got him. Yeah, they weren't kidding about this place being really OP. Okay, artifact. What mysterious sword? Seems to be forced us to insert some kind of keys in the shape of a feather. But we only have 2. I see a crackable wall. I just realized something. That we should have worn animal fur for this. I'm freezing. No, I mean, yes, it's cold and I can't feel my toes, but I just realized that we're likely the first Idinites to have ever stepped foot in Mount Tsaphon. And climb it. Oh, Cosmic Critters, don't remind me. This place is considered holy ground to the Cainite people. Not many have been here except sages Apkallu and Anakim. Your mother must be desperate if she came here by herself. Of course she's desperate. There's a chance the Cainites may have of surviving a little while longer. Why haven't any other Cainites come here to do what your mother is attempting? Probably because they don't wish to accelerate their deaths. This place is that dangerous. I don't know. It's bad enough that Og and Sion refuse anyone from entering it. Perhaps Og and Sion have been trying to find another way to cure your people, just like you did. How could this be worse than entering Idinite territory? We were never supposed to run to you. We were supposed to find our Cainites in Mount Sinai and bring them back with us through the Abzu. We did travel a bit above the surface, but we were careful. I guess we ruined that plan. Spectacularly, but this is your chance to redeem yourselves. You hear that, Joshua? We must seek forgiveness for our sins against the Cainites. It must be a favorite pastime of yours to annoy me. Most definitely. Punch this wall. Azure Chris. Star Spear. Green Chris. Talent. Narinite. Nariknite. Somanite that can climb. Okay. Cainites and Idinites have used Nariknite in the past to reach the peaks of mountains, known as the place where gods rest on Idin. Bone Crusher. Oh hey, I missed an artifact here. It blends in really well with the snow, so it's gonna be trickier to find. Alright, now I can get a chest up here in Ugarit. Another steel feather. I need one more. Alright, let's explore right side first. Frost breastplate. Code of Enoch. 282 laws passed down from Enoch, son of Cain, for a Cainite. Such codes range from justice to family to trade to personal injury. Such codes include: if a Cainite bears false witness in a case that involves life, that Cainite shall be dismantled. If a man is in debt and binds his wife's son or daughter to service, they shall work for 3 years in the house of their purchaser or master. In the 4th year, they shall be given their freedom. If the wife of a man is caught lying with another man, they shall be found and thrown into the bottomless depths of Abzu. If the husband forgives his wife, her life may be spared. But if the son strikes his father, his hand shall be cut off. If a Cainite destroys the eye of another Cainite, his eye shall be removed. Eye for an eye, huh? These are a set of laws that govern Cainite society. It's strange to see and read. Many Idinites think the Cainites are all barbaric and lawless. Star Sword. Talent. Blank Crystallos. Elemental Nectar. What? Oh no, a campsite. Snow? It's coming down hard. We should find some shelter. Please don't separate the party. Please, please, please. A bag? Could this belong to Rufia's mother? Could this be your mother's? It must be. She must have come into this cave to rest. We ought to do the same. We can't. She could still be out there. Look at it out there, Rufia. You can barely see in front of you. We're likely to lose each other, let alone find your mother. She's alone out there. She might have found another cave for shelter. She seems resourceful. She came prepared. She must have spotted this plan of hers through before she decided to climb Mount Tsaphon. She can handle those Shadim even though it takes the 3 of us to barely survive. We won't rest long. Just until the storm passes. It'll be alright. I'm sure Murr found another cave and is waiting for the storm to pass too. Let's rest. I'll be surprised if her mother actually survives all this. Come, Rufia. Get some rest. She's got death flags written all over her. I'll stand watch and wake you up the moment the storm lets up. I'm not tired. Rufia. Honestly, I'm not. I already lost one parent. I can't lose another. Who was your father? His name was Marduk, and he was chief of the Anakim. He was both the strongest and gentlest man I ever knew. He protected my mother when she first arrived in Ugarit. Everyone thought she was an Idinite. No one believed she came from Kenoma. Marduk was the only one who believed her, and he convinced the rest that she was a blessing. Why a blessing? The Blessed Mother. I heard Og call her that before he left. What did he mean? My mother's real name is An, but the Cainites call her Sarponitum. It means fertility. They gave her that name when she gave birth to me. A half Cainite, half Kenoman. I'm half machine and half human. That's incredible. Almost unbelievable. Yet here I am, living proof. Apparently there are tales of other Cainites mating with Idinites, but children have never been born from them. My mother was somehow different. You're looking at me like I'm some kind of specimen. Sorry. I'm just curious is all. It's both my best and worst quality. It's alright. I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm curious myself. Why doesn't your mother give birth to others like you? She loved Marduk and was devoted to him. She refused to marry or love another. Og and Sion respected her decision. How did Marduk die? At a battle at Mount Sinai. The battle affected all of us. The Infernos. Cainite, Jehudan, and Attikan alike. We'll get to the bottom of it. I swear to the Cosmic Creators. But the Cosmic Creators might be the bad guys. The storm is lighting up. And what are we waiting for? Is there gonna be a twist about Ahix as well? Why is their god's name spelled in all caps? Reha. We should keep going. I have a feeling we still have a long way to go before we reach the peak. There's nothing stopping us from continuing on our path. I say we cover ourselves properly and continue climbing to the top. I hope we find my mother before we get to the peak. Wow, that was a long jump. Still to dismantled. Forever is unattainable. When the Cainite spark blackens, the spark of life shall fade and the Cainite shall cease to function. Sages take the Cainite and place him in a sarcophagus made from the stone dirt of Diabzu. A bed of flowers will grace the bottom of the sarcophagus, keeping the body from resting. Piece by piece, the sages will dismantle the Cainite. Any part that is injured or damaged will be thrown to the depths of the Diabzu. Other parts will be used on surviving Cainites. When a Cainite suffers from an injured leg that cannot be repaired, his leg shall be replaced. In this way, the journey of life of the dismantled will carry on. Cainites don't die, at least they don't see it the same way we Idinites do. Rather, Cainites cease to function and their bodies are dismantled and used as parts. My arm is one of those parts. Now they're living on through Joshua, of all people, huh? Wow. Mount Tsaphon artifact. The Manu. Before the war, this coin was used as currency in Cainite society. After the war, the coins lost their value, replaced with communal sharing and trade. On one side of the coin are the letters AX that denote Ahix. On the other side of the coin is a side profile of a Cainite, presumably Cain. Falchion. What is this red? I don't trust it. How do I get past it? This floor is sizzling hot. A prophet told me that there are some parts of Eden that are so hot they burn your feet right off. It's supposed to be from a kind of magia that used during the war that has left its mark. I need a somanite to cool off this power of magia. Okay, and then that should contain a final wing, right? Red Chris. Talent. Lament of Cain. They burned down our homes with blazing fires of Lahat, and turned down our castles with fierce scales of Sufa. They cut off our arms and legs with their swords. They pierced our sarks with their spears. When will our suffering end? When will there be peace among brothers and sisters? When will the Dingir's thirst for destruction end? For as long as the Idinites live, those cursed spawn of the Dingir, the Cainites will be made to feel what Ahix has felt. We must be strong. We must stand tall. We must endure. These wars are only birth pangs to greater destruction when Ahix will return. Within a single day, he shall conquer and restore all. Reading this lament leaves a bad taste in my mouth. There is no denying that Idinites have destroyed Cainite towns and cities and butchered Cainite people. Shadow Cloak. Blank Crystallos. Whoa, a dead end with a heart. So what exactly are we going to find at the top of this mountain? It said there's a monosaurus at the peak of Mount Tsaphon. It's the first one, built hundreds of years ago by Cain and his family. Right, but what does this monosaurus look like? I picture it as a kind of food. You could call it food. The source of mon is in the shape of a tree, a metal tree, not unlike the Oak of Moray. We call it a tree of life. Whenever I touch a tree of Oak of Moray, I feel revitalized. Is it like that? Not quite. The monosaurus' tree of life bears fruit. So it's a food. Yes and no. You drink it. Now I'm confused. It's a lot like a coconut? Much easier if you see it for what it is and what it does. Back before the war, Cainites used to grow and cultivate these trees of life all over Ugarit. We can't do that anymore because the land is ravaged by war. Could you grow them on their soil? Perhaps. I like to think that's possible. But some of our land is ravaged as well. Not in the same way, of course, but look at the Jordan crossing. It's near flooded and magia still permeates the air and ground. It's a nest for hostile Shadim. There must be a way. There are other lands that are free of the corrupt touch of war. Like your mother's villa. What do you say, Joshua? Care to have a tree of life in your backyard? I can't imagine that would go over well with Lamech. Or Gamara. Or any Idinite. I don't know, my mother's pretty open-minded about these sorts of things. And it's settled. When this mission is over, we start a Tree of Life farm. Okay. Is that the boss room? White Chris. We're nearly at the highest peak of the Mount Tsaphon. We have to hurry. I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. We've climbed up pretty high. There's no point in stopping now. Time to decide, huh? I have a feeling this is going to be a big battle. We haven't run to Rufia's mother on our way up here. She must have made it to the peak of the mountain before we could reach her. There's no telling what we'll find. I have a bad feeling about this. The tree looks kind of... looks like it's in a bad spot. I have a feeling the Cosmic Critters are gonna send some big boss monster here. Or worse yet, maybe the Idinites followed us, and they're gonna backstab us at the last minute. Mother! That tree! It looks dead or dying. No, it still bears fruit. Rufia? Stay back! A dragon? More enemies of the Cosmo Critters! Come to steal fruit from the Tree of Tsaphon. Where are you, beast? I am the guardian of the Tree of Tsaphon. I am an instrument of the Cosmo Critters. None shall access the fruit of this tree. For without this fruit, the Cainites will surely perish. I won't let you. Look out, Rufia! No! Ah! Mother! Alright. Wait! We're all Idinites from Jericho. I'm a judge of the Cosmo Critters. We are followers of the Cosmo Critters. And yet you seek the fruit. Betrayers. Blasphemers. We only seek peace. Surely the Cosmo Critters want no more bloodshed. Are you kidding me? Those guys are fucking bloodthirsty as shit. Joshua? This is wrong. Meaningless. Senseless. It needs to stop. You bear the arm of a Cainite. You are in league of them. You have shamed the Cosmic Critters and will die in your sin. This monster won't listen to reason. Stopping it is the only way. Stay back, Mother. Let us handle this. It's either kill this beast or lose the Babel code in our lives. We have no choice. May the Cosmic Critters forgive me. This could be the toughest boss yet. Reha. Oh no, it's got that. It's got that gimmick, huh? I better guard. Okay, guard more. The hell? I can't use Frozen Waters yet, dang it. Guard it one more time. Judges revolt. What? It took my MP. Weak to the darkness and earth. Sword of Light. Guard because I'm kind of low in NP. Shadow of Death. Is it even worth using? How much DOT are we talking here? And now it's gonna lower my defenses for the rest for a long, long time. I feel like I should use a heal real quick. Oh, that's actually not bad DOT. Not bad at all. Anyways, Eretz. Oh no! Alright, I still got Sword of Light active. This could work. Eretz. Frozen Waters. Divinity All-Consuming. Spam more Eretz while you're frozen. Yes! That worked out pretty nicely, despite how difficult the dungeon was. Guardian part. Strange, only 2 bosses so far have actually dropped their parts. Is it dead? No. What? Why is it? It's still alive. And get in front of the tree, so how are we supposed to pick the fruit? Serial number X25710. Oh no, so everything associated with the gods is actually a machine, isn't it? Product name Quetzalcoatl. Activate keyboard and program. Is this the second phase? What? Oh no, this is where Anne gets killed, right? I'm glad it healed us, but all its weaknesses reset too? It buffed in every way possible. It's got barrier again. Of course it does. It's got the same weaknesses. Okay, I need a frozen water to buy myself some time to set things up. Shadow of Death. Oh, perfect. If it's frozen, that means there's fewer consequences for me using that, huh? Okay, the DOT does not do as much as it did before. That's not good. It's really fast, too. Oh, it is tanky as hell. I think it's about to do a big attack. But is it... Do I drop the Breath of Life yet? Or just bide my time? Sword of Light. Oh, shit. All-consuming would kill me. Heal up first. Now I use it while I'm buffed up. Frozen Waters I don't have enough for yet. So let's just go ahead and use Eretz. What? Oh no, I can't use any of that shit. How long does Sealed Divinity last anyways? Oh, nuts. And buffed up, okay. And I lost all my own buffs, no. I would need to use frozen waters to buy time. Breath of life. Oh, there goes all my NP. Okay. Eretz. Eretz. Guard. Be dangerous to use my divinity, wouldn't it? What's the worst that can happen, right? All-consuming? Else not. Breath of life. Oh, he double stacked his buffs. That is horrible. I want to frozen waters you. I want, if I can, but the thing is that the buffs last 5 turns. That's insane. Breath of life. No, it's too dangerous because of the sheer damage it's doing while double buffed. Using Shadow of Death is also way too risky. I really wish I had a 4th divinity slot so I could sub in some better stuff. Oh no, the ultimate attack. We survived! Somehow. Yeah, I can't... Should I risk all-consuming at this point? Fuck it, let's do it!
You underestimate my power!
Oh my god, that was a bad idea. Instantly punished! Instantly punished. They knew I was gonna do that. There we go. Well, at least it gave me back a white Chris. And that means we're now eligible to take on that bonus dungeon that we weren't able to before, huh? We did it! Mur, are you alright? How could you risk your life to come here alone? How could you risk your life to enter Idinite territory? And where's your brother? And why are you with Idinites? It's a long story. And now it's not the time. We need to get more fruit. This is an Idinite who is on land he has no right standing on. Ah, she got you there, Beos. So much for making a good first impression. Then again, the snow doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. And we might all reach the death standing here. I believe this is the Monosaurus. We have what we came for. And we're still alive. Thank Hosanna for that. Joshua's right. We should leave this mountain before the storm gets worse. Come on, Mom. I'll help you. I'm glad you're safe. I was very sick. I thought you were gonna die, but you somehow survived all that. I know, I'm sorry. It hates we caught up with you. I was doing fine on my own. I'm not an invalid. Your father taught me a thing or two. Sure, but you forgot lesson 1. Don't rush into battle alone. Joshua? Are you coming? Yes. It's just... What was that monster? Did it really come from the Cosmic Critters? It was a relic of the war. Nothing more, nothing less. It had a mission to carry out no matter what. It would have killed us. But it didn't. Come on. I want to leave this place as quickly as we can. And it had a serial number. Something up above is creating these machines. I bet Leviathan and Behemoth are also machines, huh? Wow, I did not do very good in that battle. I don't think I would have made it if it hadn't been for my daughter and you Idinites. I can't believe I'm gonna thank Idinites, but it sounds like both of you have been looking after my daughter. For that, I thank you. The least I can do is cook you a meal when we return to Ur. I can't thank you enough, Joshua, for helping me save my mother. Now I can bring my people a little respite and give them more time. I don't know what that monster was. It looked like a Shadim, but it was somehow much more than that. It calls itself a Gibborim, whatever that means. Return to Ur? Yes, I can just skip the whole dungeon, huh? But I still need a way to cross those fire tiles. Joshua, Beus, Rufia, and Rufia's mother on return to Ur, leaving Mount Tsaphon and its mysterious guardian behind. In Ur, Rufia, with the help of Beos and Joshua, distributed the mana obtained from the Tree of Life to the Cainite people. Even though it wouldn't cure them of their curse, it would buy them some time. Even Joshua helped the Cainites. He had given a child a portion of the mana and watched his life return to the child's eyes. The child thanked him. All Joshua could do was nod that he heard a boy, but he was at a loss for words. He couldn't help but think. What would they think of him now if they saw him? Lamech, Gemara, the Cosmic Critters, even the Sparer. What would they say if they saw him help a Cainite child? Yet he couldn't shake the feeling that he had done something good. What scared him the most wasn't that he helped a Cainite child, but that he couldn't remember the last time he had done something good. Little did that child know that he had given Joshua a gift he hadn't even known he needed. Then later that night, Rufia told everything to her mother on. I'm surprised that part wasn't made into a cutscene. Elgon. I'll bring him back, mother, I promise. And the Urs too. It was a foolish thing to do. I know. Will you believe me if I told you it was Elgon's idea? Elgon has always been full of ideas, but he never takes action. He thinks before he acts, like his father. But you, on the other hand, I rushed into battle, like my mother. Very funny. As a thank you for saving my life and protecting my daughter, I wanted to cook a feast for you. That would be lovely. I can't remember the last time we had an actual meal. Right, Joshua? We're meeting with Augustian tomorrow. Some rest would be appreciated. There's plenty of room here. My home is open to you. Please rest now and I will call you when dinner is ready. That was the best meal I've ever had in my life. Well, you ate more than I've ever seen a man eat in my life. Was it unseemly? I thought you were going to eat the plate too. Oh, if only that was a Cainite custom. You don't seriously have more room for food, do you? I'm glad you liked it, Beos. It was my pleasure. It's the least I can do for saving my life and looking after my daughter. You're not hungry, Joshua. You've hardly had anything to eat. I apologize. Something wrong with the food? No, that's not it. It's very good. I think I'm more tired than hungry. A walk might help. Will you excuse me? Of course. I'm sorry. He has a lot on his mind. These past couple of days have been trying on him. Having his whole worldview turned upside down, huh? No need to apologize. I know what it's like to live in doubt. You do? Does it have something to do with your planet Kenoma? Rufia told me you had an interest. I don't know if I would call it an interest. Obsession, really. That's fairly accurate. I'll clean up while you two talk. You care for my daughter, don't you? She is special to me. Special? That's the best you can come up with. Are all judges as unromantic as you seem to be? Is it that obvious? Oh yes. I saw it the way you look at her. At Mount Tsaphon, it looked like you would have put her life ahead of your own. I've never met someone like her. She's beautiful and smart, and she loves her people. She wants only the best for the Cainites. And she's curious, so curious. That's what seems that's the quality you two share. I've never felt this way for another woman. I've always cared for only my books and my scrolls. But she's the only one I want to study. To know completely. Now that is more romantic. You're a quick learner. I feel a little better knowing you are with her, protecting her. Now, you have some questions for me. Many questions, actually. Are you ready? Go ahead. In the Idinite tradition, Kanoma is known as Sheol. It's the place where Hosanna created the first humans. We believe it to be a paradise, a place where Idinites go when we die. At least that's what I was told as a child when my mother passed away. It was the only thing giving me any hope. I'm sorry to hear about your mother. Thank you. But what I'm about to tell you, you won't like. It's just another planet full of people with their robots, right? With their fancy technology. Kanoma is not the paradise you think it is. At least not for everyone, surely not for the majority of people. A great divide exists on Kanoma. There are killings every day between people who are just trying to survive. It's a place where people are abducted and experimented on. Where men and women are turned to monsters we call Archons. Archons? Are they like Shadim? No. Shadim are like animals. But Archons are gruesome transformations of human bodies. They are not the same, not even close. Kanoma is also far more advanced than Idin. On our way to we saw Kapar. Ah, the Azar. Yes, we have Azars. But they are weapons, and the wrong hands could prove devastating. I worked on those Azars as a member of the Levites. Levites? Yes. An engineering guild? My job was to build Azars. I was well respected, living a comfortable life. I believe my work was doing good for all people of Kanoma. But I was wrong. So he left. It's actually part of the military-industrial complex? Yes, they boarded Kapar and left. They've never come after you. They don't have the means. Kapar is a special type of Azar equipped with a Seraph. That means it has flying capabilities to travel between two planets. I built a Seraph and no other Azar has that capability. At least for now. They'll reverse engineer it eventually. Could Kapar reach the Kingdom of Heaven? Not quite. The distance from either of the planets to the Kingdom of Heaven is far greater. Not to mention you have Leviathan and Behemoth protecting the Kingdom of Heaven. Those are probably mechanical beasts as well. Yup. My hopes is that Kanoma never ever fights me or my daughter. What would they want with Rufia? They want everything. Who are they? What can you tell me about them? Beos, it's best not to know. Trust me. Could the Cosmic Creators be Kanomans? And maybe Ahix was a Kanoman as well? Could that be the truth? So spirits of our dead don't reside in Kanoma? I'm afraid not. Then my mother has returned to wherever she came from before she was born into Idin. But where is that? I'm sorry, but that's a question I don't have an answer to. So maybe the sequel will take place on Kanoma, maybe from the perspective of a different protagonist. Maybe a native of that planet, I don't know. Are you out there? Talk to me. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to think. Come on. You only speak to me when it's convenient for you. Damn it. Joshua? Rufia? I thought I heard you speaking to someone. It was nothing. I'm alright. You sure? I guess I can't be that sure. Mind telling me what's on your mind? Huh. For starters, look where I am, Rufia. I'm in the capital of Cain, in the very belly of my enemy, and I helped him today. A little boy thanked me. If it hadn't been for you, that boy would be... Don't even say it. I just don't know what to believe anymore. Ever since we started this journey, I've been plagued by questions. Questions about our history, questions about the war, questions about Mount Sinai, questions about the Cosmic Creators. Before this journey, I knew who I was and what I wanted. Now I'm not so sure. Who do you want to be? Like my father. And what was he like? Strong. You have that. But there must be more. He was caring. Even though he was a soldier and a judge, he was always fair. He put himself above others. He truly loved other people. Look what he did today. You put yourself above others. Put others before yourself. I think if your father saw what you did today, he would be very proud. But he feared the Cosmic Creators. When I was a child, I refused to attend the worship of the Cosmic Creators. I didn't believe in the Cosmic Creators. I couldn't believe in something I've never seen. I thought it was stupid. I told my father and he slapped me so hard I crashed the floor. I thought he said he was caring. Unfortunately, you should have seen the look on his face. He wasn't angry with me. He was scared for me. He had no choice but to punish his heretical son. He was afraid the Cosmic Creators would do something to me, punish me, or punish our family. And the mighty Cosmic Creators smite you? They didn't. But after that day, I started taking my religion seriously. I took part in the worship and prayed daily. I read scriptures and made the decision I would be like my father. And now look at me. You think he'd call me a blasphemer now? I think he'd see the sacrifices you made and the good you've done and be proud of you. Thank you, Rufia. When we bring the Babel Code back to Jericho, I have a choice to make and it terrifies me. Thing is, if we give them the Babel Code, that could doom everyone on the planet. In the universe, in fact. What choice? Continue the war against the Cainites or stop it? I know you choose what is right. You'll judge fairly, justly. Just like your father would. I hope so. I have a bad feeling about this. There's no getting around this kind of issue. There's no way we could give... but if we give them a Babel Code, we're screwed, aren't we? If the Cosmic Carriers get unleashed. Is there any more food left? I think so. As long as Babel hasn't eaten it all. He has feelings for you, that one. Don't you think I know that? Well? Well, what? Do you have feelings for him? I'm not telling. He's handsome. Maybe you should be with him then. No. Too smart for me. Very funny, Joshua. Next day. Can't thank you enough for what you've done for us. Especially you, Baos and Joshua. You two are outsiders to our people, and yet you put your lives at risk to help us. As though we were family. Family. We did what we had to and what was right. I've come to learn that we do in fact believe in the same God, Hosanna. Maybe our people are not that different. Have anything to add, Joshua? You're welcome. But now it's time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. We have not forgotten, though you may not like our answer. What do you mean? We do not have the Babel Code needed to unlock Mount Sinai. How could that be? The fragments that make up the code were stolen. Cainite rebels led by the Anakim, Goliath, took the Babel Code from us. They're probably afraid of this exact scenario. Cainite rebels? What do they have to rebel against? After the battle at Mount Sinai, it became clear to Tsaphon and I that the war against the Idinites was pointless. We lost so much. Our homes destroyed, our loved ones killed. We were driven underground to the Abzu, and it became clear to us that we would eventually run out of mana to continue living. There was no point in fighting. But not all Cainites agreed to put down their arms. They were not content with living and hiding, barely surviving. Those Cainites called for a new leader, and they chose Goliath and his 3 brothers. They took the Babel Code, whatever mana we had left, and fled to continue the war. But there's been no contact. Judges all over Eden have never reported a Cainite. No known contact. There are killings happening all the time. Many times we think it's the work of a Shadim, but perhaps it's one of those Anakim or Cainite soldiers. I suspect that's the case. But why take the Babel Code? Without the Babel Code, no one can enter Mount Sinai. Goliath and his brothers want to use Mount Sinai to reach the Kingdom of Heaven and slay the Cosmic Carriers. Yeah, that seems impossible. If you can't beat the Idinites, how are you going to beat their creators that easily? Can they do that? We don't know. It's never been done. But that's the mission of the Cainites. Why? Because the Cosmic Carriers murdered Hosanna. We don't have proof of this. But that is what our ancient forefathers believed. But that would mean the Cosmic Carriers are evil. But they aren't evil. Are they? They're against evil. Are they? Whose side are they truly on? You saw those texts, man. You may learn more on your mission to collect the fragments of the Babel Code. How many are there? 4 of them. Each brother took 1 fragment. Any chance you know where the brothers are located? Not precisely, but we suspect they may be hiding in areas used by Cainite soldiers during the war. These areas can be found in Ugarit as well as in Idinite territory. Then at least we have a place to start. Be careful. The Anakim are fierce warriors and they are bloodthirsty. Thank you for the warning, but we have no choice. We must stop them. We have the locations of the 3 of the areas where we think they might have gone. You can start there. We will. Thank you, Og and Sihan. You're most welcome. It's the least we can do. Though, a word of caution. Yes? The word of Mount Sinai. Whatever holiness that mountain may have had is now perverted. Understood. Damn it. I know if I'm scared of unleashing the Cosmic Carriers. Can we really beat such godly beings? If they beat Hosanna, what chance do we have? The first place Og and Sihan told us to investigate is the town of Beersheba. That's in Idinite territory, very close to Mount Sinai. Those Cainite rebels must be good at hiding themselves so they can stay deep in Idinite territory. I don't know how strong these Anakim will be, but we should prepare ourselves. Hunt for the rebels accepted. New weapons and armor. Bring the pieces of the Babel Code back to us and we'll make it whole. Damn it, I don't want either side getting into the Mount Sinai. It sounds too dangerous and scary. Attacking and defrauding God. I feel like we better grind to level 99 before we even attempt of thinking that. Or attack and defraud the false gods in this case. Attack and defraud the Demiurge, I guess. Yeah, after we barely survived against a dragon, so yeah, we're gonna need some real upgrading before we can even think of taking on their masters. I heard what you Idinites did, risking your lives to bring back mana. You saved my husband's life. I thought for sure he would die. If you hadn't arrived when you did, I would be a widow. Thank you, please take this gift. Wisdom Nectar. Thank you for curing my illness. Okay, nothing else. I ought to forbid Rufia from going with you on your journey, but she's come a long way and I've seen firsthand she can take care of herself. She also needs to rectify this mistake she's made and bring back her brothers and sisters. If you ever need a place to rest, you can come here. I cannot believe you actually survived all that, though. There were so many death flags, I thought for sure you would die and take all your secrets with you. Fortunately, that is not the case. A town? Wait. I wonder, can we find Beos' a quest in here? Yes, enter Beersheba. Is it abandoned? We should ask around and see if anyone has seen anything suspicious. It's best not to mention Cainite specifically. We don't want to start a panic. We should hear what the townspeople have to say. I doubt any of them have seen a Cainite, but maybe there's something strange going on around here that we should know about. I can swear at night, late night I hear strange sounds coming from north of Beersheba. You know, where the cursed slums are. My wife tells me it's all in my head. She may be right. I've never seen anything, and I'm too frightened to go to the slums by myself. I've seen some judges who won't even dare to go. Too much bad history, you know. Unlike Ur and Yabzu, your towns and cities are so loud and obnoxious. Hurts my head. Reha. The slums of Beersheba are well known. It's where the judges kept Cainite prisoners and tortured them. Some say the slums are cursed. An Idinite wouldn't dare set foot on that soil. It's as if the slums don't even exist for some people. Beersheba used to be a much larger city, but Port of Sea was used to keep Cainite prisoners captured during the war. Port of Sea is just slums now. No Idinite wants to live there anymore. Sounds like these slums are worth investigating. Not only are they considered cursed, but they used to keep imprisoned Cainites. It sounds like no one ever entered the slums. Could be a safe hideout for any Cainites. I should report this information to Beos. Green Chris. Cursed slums. War judges used to keep Cainite prisoners. If it's a neglected part of town, it may be easy for the Anakim and their followers. It also keeps them close to the Idinites, too close. It's as if Beersheba is taken hostage, but the townspeople don't know it yet. This could spark a second war, which would mean the end of Ur and the last Cainites remaining. We saw them ourselves. The Cainites and Ur have no strength left to fight in the war. We need to stop the Anakim right now. Let's head to the northern parts of Beersheba, to the slums. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Elohim Eternal. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.